finish with relay time. Heat number 6, Mohamed Bozdag of the Anatolian Pars, Lu Jianchuo, Radek Saikus, Etienne Bastier of the French Roosters, and Damir Kurmanov, another one of the Kazakh nomads out to impress. Bozdag, part of this cadre of Anatolian Pars, all kind of coming up together and starting to throw down some results.
Well, we've talked about the depth of other countries building their teams. The Anatolian Pars are doing just that. That wasn't a team that we talked about often on the circuit. And now we're seeing several of them on the World Tour, and they're in the mix.
Eastern Turkey, quite a winter hotbed of winter sports, and that's where things are really based in there. Lu Jianchuo on the front, quick check through the legs to see what's going on behind him, and right now, frankly, it's a lot. Bastier was a part of that French mixed relay European champion side just a few weekends ago. It was strange not seeing them in Beijing. They're a fixture, and so of course, teams plan out their seasons, and the Roosters were noticeable in their absence, and so it's nice to have them back here for the European swing as Lu goes all the way around to the front, never shy to make the big move.
Great move by Lu there. He's a little bit slow off the line. Bastier took advantage of that, getting the lead, but Lu taking it right back. Now we're seeing the pace being pushed.
And Lu is also still a skater at the junior level. Up, down goes Kurmanov, but it's Lu who had a 1,000-meter bronze in Bormio in November at a Junior World Cup. Bastier and Bozdag right now. And at the bell, Lu trying to take this one all the way around. I think he's got a good advantage right now. Bozdag trying to make the move for second. Bastier is focused on that.
Bozdag had it set up well. He set up well on the outside there of Bastier, looking to cut. Sorry, yeah, it was Bastier there in second. Yeah, to cut him on the inside, but Bastier held that inner lane position on the exit. Nowhere for Bozdag to go.
And they are investigating Bozdag for that earlier incident with Damir Kurmanov, a possible arm block at the corner. So that explains the little yellow dot in the bottom left corner of your screen. That's what's being reviewed. And as we've learned on World Tour now, if there is discipline handed out, that's when they make an announcement on the ice, or if there's a shared responsibility, something like that. There we are. That's the incident right there that's being investigated. Kurmanov was already kind of leaning that way, and it just sort of helped him over.
Yeah, I think Bozdag was just a little bit off balance. Didn't look intentional to my eye. We'll see what the officials' perspective is after review.
This one's taking a moment, and we can't see where they're reviewing from our vantage point here, but what they do look at, they look at the monitor, they liaise with the sort of control room where they have all the angles, and then once a decision's made, they go over to the other computer and punch in the results. And so I always say that they're still at video board 1 or video board 2 when I'm trying to figure out where they are in their investigation.
Here's a glimpse of the video analysis room. They get a lot more angles than we do up here, so they can really review it, slow it down. Again, this is something that we've talked about, that sometimes you see something, but it's not necessarily intentional of the skater's actions, but you're also trying to read between the lines on what's happening in that race.
And they're also looking for a possible lane change from outside to in on Bozdag as well. So there are a couple facets to what's being looked at right now. And of course, it does have bearing, because if Kurmanov was in one of those automatic qualifying positions and they rule that there was a foul, then he's being in a position to have advanced.
That's right, and then that will affect the time qualifications. It's Ko that's in the second time qualification right now, but we'll wait for the official. Just losing his footing, arm coming back there.
By the time both of them were out of the corner, they were already sort of in each other's business, so to speak. Still looking.
And we'll see, because there was a second contact with Bozdag on the straightaway there.
So yeah, they're rewinding to see how it looks around the corner too. It's fun to sort of see what they're looking at, and well, that's it right there. So Well, until they are the judges, you be the judge at home.
We see Danny LeMay there in the middle, working the video analysis in there. Typically we hear Danny LeMay commenting. He's been commenting for what must be over 2 decades now. I remember him commentating when I was skating, and that was, I don't want to say how long ago that was.
40, 50 years, I believe. You look great, though.
Oh, appreciate it.
So that's it there. So it's around the corner. So you see Bosdag may have had his shoulders in front, which I know is part of what they're looking at, but that's why I'm not down there, and I'm very happy about
You're kind of watching Bosdag's arm there, kind of turning in a little bit, opening up, putting some pressure on the leg.
And they've done the second video board, and this means we will send it down to the ice level for the official ruling.
After review, we give penalty to skater number 9-7 from Turkey and give advancement for skater number 189 from Kazakhstan.
There you have it. So Bosdag is penalized. Kurmanov is advanced in addition to Bastier and Lou. And so that takes one of those third-place times off the table as you look at the incident.
So we're going to be watching the left arm of Bosdag on the exit of the turn, come down, making contact with the knee.
Maybe with that lane change in the corner from outside to in.
So Bosdag moving across, kind of entering in that outer lane and then pinching in on the exit of the turn.
So we can see that on the straightaway. They have the red lines. We can sort of see the lanes. It's more difficult on the corners.
It's certainly more difficult in the corner. You're kind of looking at the track that the skaters are skating relative to each other.